Young astronomy PhD student Kate Dibiaski makes a significant discovery while working with the Subaru telescope in Michigan, a comet passing near Earth. Her professor, Dr. Randall Mindy, congratulates her and names the comet after her. However, their elation turns to alarm when they calculate that the comet's trajectory indicates it will collide with Earth in 6 months,
Professor Mindy?
potentially causing planet-wide extinction due to its immense size. In a state of urgency, they contact NASA and speak with Dr. Teddy Oglethorpe, the head of the Planetary Defense Coordination Office. Oglethorpe instructs them to come to Washington, D.C. for a meeting with the president as the situation is deemed classified. Arriving at the White House early the next morning, Kate and Randall wait anxiously throughout the day, only to be neglected due to the president's focus on a scandal involving a political candidate. Frustrated and anxious, they are sent to a hotel for the night where they reach out to their loved ones for solace. Randall calls his wife June and his sons to ensure their safety, while Kate speaks with her boyfriend Philip, a journalist at a prominent newspaper. Despite their desire to confide in their loved ones, they are unable to disclose the impending catastrophe looming over them. Following their initial meeting with President Janie Orlean and Chief of Staff Jason Orlean, Kate, Randall, and Teddy's warnings about the comet are dismissed. The White House is preoccupied with other matters, and the urgency of the impending disaster is not taken seriously. Frustrated by the lack of action, Teddy suggests leaking the information to the press despite the risks associated with disclosing classified data. Meanwhile, tech billionaire CEO Sir Peter Isherwell learns about the comet through his connections with astronomers. Philip, Kate's boyfriend, secures an interview for Kate and Randall with the New York Herald, which decides to publish their story after confirming the data with other scientists. However, when they appear on a morning talk show hosted by Brie Eventy and Jack Bremer, they are met with skepticism and are not taken seriously. Kate's emotional outburst on air leads to viral fame, but fails to convey the gravity of the situation. As the situation escalates, Kate becomes a target of tabloid gossip due to Philip's exploitation of her viral moment, and Randall engages in social media disputes defending his scientific credibility. The White House finally acknowledges the threat after facing its own scandal, and President Orlean makes a national broadcast announcing plans to destroy the comet with a manned spacecraft armed with nuclear weapons. Despite Randall's concerns about remote technology, the president opts to send General Benedict Drask on the mission for symbolic reasons. The event garners widespread attention, with the president and Randall becoming public figures in the media. However, the mission is abruptly cancelled after a private conversation between Isherwell and the president reveals the comet's mineral value.
Turn it around. Does anyone know what the fuck just happened?
It is discovered that the real motive behind cancelling the mission is to exploit the comet's valuable minerals, which are in high demand due to technology manufacturing needs. Randall objects to the plan, citing concerns about unreviewed technology and scientific dissent being silenced. Despite his reservations, Randall finds himself sidelined as the president's administration prioritizes economic interests over scientific integrity and safety. After their meeting, Randall shares crucial information about Isherwell with Kate and Teddy at a bar, sparking Kate's decision to expose the truth publicly. Kate boldly declares to everyone present that the president is allowing the comet to strike Earth to enrich the wealthy. This declaration incites riots in the city, leading to Kate's arrest by the FBI on charges of sharing classified information and causing property damage. Facing serious consequences, Kate agrees to a deal with the FBI to avoid further legal action. She agrees to refrain from discussing the comet publicly and goes off the grid, returning to her hometown in Illinois. However, her return is met with rejection by her parents, who support the government and view her as a traitor. Kate starts working as a cashier at a supermarket, where she meets Yule and his friends, who involve her in petty theft. Embracing a nihilistic outlook due to the impending catastrophe, Kate joins them and forms a relationship with Yule. Meanwhile, Randall remains committed to working for the president, viewing it as his only means of contributing positively amid the crisis. He engages in an affair with Bree, which backfires when his wife June surprises him at their hotel room. Randall's lack of remorse and excuses lead to a dramatic confrontation with June, who throws pill bottles at him before leaving him for good. Randall's frustration escalates as he confronts Isherwell about his flawed science and faces personal attacks. His outburst on the Daily Rip exposes the administration's deception and Isherwell's suppression of dissenting scientists. Following this incident, Randall is arrested by the FBI and offered a similar deal to Kate, leading to Bree ending their relationship. As tensions rise and personal relationships crumble, Kate and Randall find themselves grappling with the consequences of their actions amidst a society on the brink of catastrophe. Sometime later, as the comet draws near enough to be visible to the naked eye, both Randall and Kate independently witness its approach. They record their observations and initiate a global movement called Look Up, encouraging millions to share their experiences and raise awareness about the impending disaster. Randall's public appearances intensify, with support from famous musicians who compose a special song, Just Look Up, amplifying the message. In response, President Janey launches a counter-movement dubbed Don't Look Up, rallying conservative supporters and conspiracy theorists against Randall's warnings. Global efforts to intercept the comet falter as Russia, India, and China's joint spacecraft mission fails catastrophically. As the comet's threat becomes undeniable, even deniers start to realize the gravity of the situation. Under the looming catastrophe, Randall drives Kate and Yule to his hometown for a final day together. Randall reconciles with his wife June amid revelations of past infidelity. Teddy also joins them and they share a poignant dinner, reminiscing and offering prayers as they await the comet's impact.
No. Dr. Mindy got really famous.
We ask for your grace tonight. In your divine will.
During the spacecraft's final launch preparations, President Janey consults with Isherwell about her predicted demise, learning of a bizarre fate involving a Bronterock. Isherwell remains confident despite setbacks, but as the drones explode upon contact with the comet, the mission's failure becomes apparent. Realizing the inevitability of their fate, Isherwell and Janey abandon Earth aboard a secretive spaceship intended to preserve millionaires through cryogenic stasis. Janey extends an offer to Randall, who declines to stay with his family. As the comet strikes Earth, devastation ensues, with only Jason emerging as a survivor amid the ruins, celebrating his survival with a selfie.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you out here.
The world succumbs to the catastrophic impact of the comet, highlighting humanity's futile attempts to confront its demise and the stark consequences of denial and inaction in the face of impending disaster. (22,740 years after the comet struck Earth, the cryogenically preserved millionaires discover a new planet with a similar atmosphere. Upon exploring, President Janey Orleans encounters a beautiful new animal, but is tragically killed by it, fulfilling the prediction of her getting killed by a Bronterock made by algorithms about her demise. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, so you never miss our future explorations of timeless classics and hidden gems. Until then, happy watching, and I'll catch you in the comments.